Hi Gemini. Hi guys, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Nicole. And for those of you that are returning, welcome back. It's lovely to see you again. I hope you guys are doing well. So this is going to be a reading for Gemini, so Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates from this reading for you. Leave the rest behind. Remember that not every message is for you. Also know that sometimes the roles can be reversed, so make sure you're paying attention to that and place things where they belong as they are. For all of you guys, I appreciate all your love and support to the channel. It's amazingly appreciated. All right, Gemini, so let's hop into your reading. This reading is going to be for September of 2022. So I ask my spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors to join me and let me know what we need for Gemini. Spirit for Gemini in September, please. Do you feel like you're not being heard? I feel like you're longing for something. Longing to be understood, longing to be heard, longing to be seen. Gemini. I'm hearing it's been a long 20 years. So for some of you that may resonate, for some of you it may not. So that may be a specific message. Marriage, oh geez, okay, that pretty much came out of my mouth, so we'll go with it. It's been a long 20 years. You may be in a relationship situation, a marriage, for a prolonged period of time that you feel that, you know, your desires are not being met. Your wish fulfillment is not being met. Spirit, one more card for Gemini, please. Overall. May feel like you're not bearing the fruits of the labor and the time, energy, and effort that you've put in. Nothing, guys. What is going on? It's been a long, dark road. Gosh. Maybe coming to some realizations around your situation. High priestess of water. Underlying that energy is wishing. So for me, this is about foundational energy. This may be home, hearth, feeling like you're always defending your position potentially in a relationship. I usually don't go too far into love readings, but this does seem like it's connection, it's union, it's been a long journey. Things aren't being seen, you're not being heard, your fulfillment, your wishes, your desires are not being met. And now it's like emotionally, like you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want to be felt, you want to be, be made aware of, basically. All right, so let's see what else we got going on. The birds are getting wild out here. I don't know what that's about. They're being heard and seen. If I got to make a ruckus to be heard and seen, that's what I'll do. All right, let's take a look. Give me 1 second, guys. Close that. Okay, sorry about that. My phone is running on low. All right, for Gemini, please, Spirit. I am using the Psych deck, which is one that I use in my readings in person. This deck and me, I really like it. We get along really well. I'm hearing tyranny, and the first cards out are Father, the Liar, and Union. You may be dealing with somebody that is, I'm going to call it very masculine in their energy. They may be giving you, I'm hearing falsified hope, right? It's like, when you took a vow or made a commitment to somebody, and it doesn't have to be marriage, right? It can even just be your work. But this can also just be a long-term commitment in general. You don't have to, necessarily be married by the bounds of law. But to me, it's like a lot of false promises, a lot of empty hope, a lot of juggling that has gone on for a prolonged period of time. I'm hearing too that somebody may be sleeping on the couch. And that can disrupt a union. That can disrupt a union. I'm also hearing from Spirit that someone is also saying, no, there is nobody else. No, there is nobody else. So I don't know what's going on, guys. Whew, golly, month of September. You know better. You know better. You know there's something else going on behind the scenes. You may feel the energy shifting around your relationship at this time. Again, this was not intended to be a love reading, but we're going to go with whatever spirit throws at us. I feel like you're wishing that things could be different. Maybe things from the past could be different, that, you know, old wounds are just not healing. But it all seems to rock. You got 4, 4, 4, the foundations of every single thing that you've aligned. And then at the bottom of this, we've got 2 and 2 is 4, master number 22. That things just, I'm hearing that somebody's gloating as well, gloating about their achievements, and it doesn't pertain to the union that you're in. It's kind of like this is supposed to be a partnership, but this isn't a partnership at all. And again, this could be a situation at work. I feel like for some of you, this is work related, where there may be a collective group of you that are supposed to be working together in one person, where there's these little ideas that are happening and transpiring. You may have taken part, so-and-so may have taken a part in this, but one particular person is taking credit for all that is being achieved. But know that this is being looked at, this is being reviewed if it is a work situation. You will get your accolades. You will. So let's see what else. There's not a lot of nurturing here to someone in particular, whether this person is not nurturing to you. Excuse me. Sorry guys, I seen something. I was like, what is that? So somebody is not nurturing a connection. Someone is not nurturing things. It almost feels like if it's a home situation, that it's very divided. There's this very masculine energy, and then there's this energy where it leaves a lot of confusion as to what's going on in that space. I feel like there may be some neglect as well, maybe even when it comes to kids. I don't like that at all, because it's like the desires, the fulfillment of a particular person is being addressed. They're handling their own self, their own greedy needs, and yours are being left in the dust, basically. And that if there's children involved in this situation as well, their needs may not be being met at this time. So there's a whole lot of, you know, this to me, this reading to me is not going to resonate for everybody. But if you've been in a long-term commitment or a long-term position at your job, it's like over those years, there's been a lot of tarnishing situations to everything that has transpired, and it's like it's time to you're gonna have to make some kind of movement moving forward, because I see almost like hopelessly wishing. You've been hopelessly devoted to something, and it doesn't seem to be doing what it needs to do for you internally. So let's see. For Gemini for the month of August, or for the month of August, for the month of September. You may have started to see these things taking shape in the month of August that may have stuck out to you. Yeah, it's coming to a realization that you're either going to have to fight for this, or you're going to have to walk away from it. Let's see. Yeah, and I honestly, I see a lot of you moving on, picking a different direction, away from this situation, moving on to calmer waters. You know, this Voyage card to me reminds me of the 6 of Swords. You know, it's time to move forward and move on. You've maybe put in the work, time, energy, and effort, all that you could sustain for a prolonged period of time. And even the last 6 months may have been a marker. 6 is coming through from Spirit. That I feel like maybe there was an internal knowing, that intuition nudging at you, just saying like that something is shifting, something is changing. And honestly, guys, I've seen a lot of people this year going through those changes. It didn't seem to place, you know, a particular sign in a population group at a given time. It seems to be kind of coming in waves for various people. And 6 months ago, you may have started to have a realization that something was very much changing, where you were starting to feel that lack, you know, that you needed to fulfill for yourself, or feeling like, you know, all these years have passed and nothing's changed, nothing's any different, nothing's any better, or maybe even be just, you know, emotionally like I need to feel that fulfillment because I don't have that anymore, or I never had that, or, you know, whatever. So let's see. Spirit for September for Gemini, please. What else do we got? may feel stuck too, and this may be in regards to finances. It's like, so if this is a job situation, you may be feeling like you're not going to reach the potential of maybe a salary, or I'm hearing vacation days, or like what has been given to you in the past. And if this is a marriage situation or a commitment situation where you're sharing finances and stuff, it's like, how am I going to be able to do this on my own? I'm going to tell you that the gifts, everything that you need is going to be given to you one way or another. What you're deserving of is going to be given to you. You may have to do some fighting for it. You know, if this is marriage, you may be requesting support and alimony and stuff like that. But understand that it will be gifted to you in ways that you just don't see right now. There's no way to know how that's going to happen. You're not supposed to know how it's going to happen. It's just putting trust and faith and taking a leap forward into something that's different than what you're used to. All of a sudden, somebody may be coming in going, well, we can make this work. And it's like, no, thank you. No, thanks. We're good here. You know, and it's you. I feel like you're going to put an end to whatever the situation is. Feel a lot of back and forth energy. It's kind of like the runner and the chaser kind of energy, where maybe you've been the chaser all this time, and now it's like, I'm checking out, thanks. And now all of a sudden that runner is coming back around to chase you, going, wait a second, you mean business this time. You know, and you may also see where if it's a work situation, they're coming back in and they're offering you more. They're offering you a potential or a reason to stay. But I don't feel like you're going to. I don't feel like you realize that this has become a dead end. There's no more to be had here. You got the work card and the death card. There's no more to be had here. You know, the time, the energy, the effort that you've put in, that you've given, it seems to like be in vain, right? And so, you know, I think it was yesterday, the Daily Collective was you choosing you, right? And here at the bottom of this deck, this card to me always represents those that I'm reading for. And to me, you're making a choice of you. You're going to have to, reflecting, looking back, understanding where things did not work, and understanding that change is on the horizon. That's going to lead you into something much greater than where you've been for a long time. I'm also hearing that some of you may be leaving, like transferring out from a particular like hub, or like say your business or wherever you work has different branches or divisions. You may be moving into a different division, finding something that is more fitting for you, where you may be required to logically think about things, a little more strategizing. But I also feel like for some of you, you're starting to take care of your physical health and well-being as well. Your legs may be very, it almost feels like you've had some kind of maybe knee injury or something to that effect. So again, this is not going to be for everybody. This may be for a few people individually. But where there may be knee injuries, like you're working to strengthen the core, I'm saying your core, but also where your core is supporting of the rest of your body as well, that you're working on the legs and strengthening them, working towards something. So there may be a lot of physical movement, a lot of physical activity that you're starting to dive into. You may have at one point or another had doctors or something tell you that it wouldn't be possible to do X, Y, and Z, and I feel like you might be proving them wrong. In regards to relationship aspects, it's like we'll just mark this situation as water under the bridge. Like I'm not going to be angry or hateful or spiteful with you. I just don't want to partake in this anymore. It's almost like you've already, before anything transpires, you've already found acceptance. Like it's just, a lot of times in life, our physical, it takes a while, our physical existence takes a while to catch up to the mental and the emotional space. So again, if 6 months ago you were in a situation where you realized that things were changing, maybe you emotionally had already disconnected from the relationship or the situation or the person, now it's like you're finally finding the mental capacity along with the physical movement to make that change, to get up and walk away from it, because your heart hasn't been in it in a very long time. I don't have a whole lot of cups energy here. This just seems very cut and dry across the board. So let me grab some other cards here. All right, let's see. Let's do a little, actually, no, you know what? I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify with some Tarot, I think. Switch it up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I've got stuff on me. Gemini moon, indecisive, right? Like, which side are we going with today? All right. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Yeah, you know, feeling a little bit of lack, you know, regretting that the situation has turned out the way that it has, you know, yeah, needing to gain a new perspective, and you know this, like you have been in this space for some time and understanding that something has got to change, something has got to shift, something has got to be different. All right, let's clarify the Father. What is this? I feel like this masculine energy, yeah, King of Swords, he can be a son of a bitch, right? Like, again, very arrogant, very masculine, very, like, ruling the roost kind of energy. I think I said tyranny was the word that came up earlier, and it's coming up again. Kind of tyrant type of energy. Refusal to work, and if he's going to work in groups, and I don't mean he as it has to be a male, because that's not what I mean, but if the King of Swords has got to work with somebody, he's going to do it on his terms. And then he's going to take credit for everything that's being built, right? So I don't care for that energy, because, you know, if you're in doing partnerships or whatever like that, if you're in a partnership at work, if you're in a partnership at home, it's a group effort on everybody's part, and everybody should take credit for that. Yeah, and then you've got the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. Like, he's, you know, he's presenting himself to be something that he's not, but he also, that energy, that arrogance, that bullshit, this I would say is bullshit, fake it till you make it energy. Very insecure. That energy is coming from a very insecure space for this person. So let's clarify the Liar. You may be catching on to tricks or words or half-truths that, you know, you're like, now I see it for what it truly is. Like, you're not able to give me the runaround. You're not able to bullshit me anymore. You know, like, I also understand what my wish fulfillment is, and it's to be stable. Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. It is to be stable. It is to be stable in my own right, and like, this will balance out. You don't get to keep everything. You know, and you'll work with other people around you that are going to help you. Again, like I said earlier, like, if you're concerned about finances and what comes forward, you know, later on down the line in regards to money and instability, you're going to get help from divine places. The divine is looking out for you in this regard. So just trust that your needs are going to be met. What you need will be given to you at the right time. All right, let's clarify the Sage for Gemini, September. The Magician, the Five of Cups energy. So what if it didn't work out the way you thought it would? So what? I'm hearing that somebody is just disappointed with the end result. Somebody's very disappointed with the end result. Somebody may be asking for mercy, right? Turning around that runner now becoming the chaser. Or, yeah, that runner now becoming the chaser. Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups means she's checking out. She's like, I'm taking my shit and I'm going elsewhere. She's turned her back to this situation. You know, like, it didn't work. It just didn't work. So why am I going to keep pouring into something that's not of mine? So this person may be coming to you, you know, trying to find solace, but to me it's very whiny energy, like coming, begging, crawling on their knees, going, please just hear me out. Like, what? Like, I've told you so many times before, like, I'm not doing this, right? Like, this is enough. This is the final straw. So you can come crying and whining and begging and pleading, and I'm good. I don't need you. Because she's very, very secure in her emotions, and this is over the high priestess of water. She knows emotionally what she needs, and this could be male or female. Again, it does, you know, don't attach a gender to that. But she knows what she's carrying. She knows what she's taking moving forward. And, you know, it's like, you did this to yourself. You manifested this. You did this to you. And then you're going to look at me and tell me to have mercy on you? I don't think so. Absolutely not. What the hell? They're just trying to keep you stuck. They're just trying to keep you stuck if this is what's happening. Like, yeah, like, please come back to me. Please come back to me. I'll change. I'll do it differently. We'll have happiness. What the fuck? They're just trying to hold on. At the end of the day, that insecurity that they're dealing with, they know who's stable and who's not, and it's not them. Plain and simple, it's not them. Like, you quit nurturing. You know, I said before, like, there's this lack of nurturing. You quit nurturing this. It's like, I've put all my energy, effort, and time in this. I've nurtured you. I've been there for you. I've supported you. I've watched you play these games. I'm done nurturing you. I'm done with that shit. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Oh, golly, Gemini. All right, let's clarify the libido. September 4. And there's that Gemini. Gemini, there you are. You're done taking action towards it. Absolutely done. I'm hearing the choice is clear. There is no more doubt. There is no more any of this. Like, not doing it. Like, you're gonna find your beauty. You're gonna find all the things that feel good to you, without extra baggage and bullshit. Yeah, you're stepping out. There's the Fool. Willing to take the risk. You know, if someone's telling you can't do it without me, well, you're like, well, I'll take my chances, thank you. I'll take my chances and we'll see. And if I fall, I fall. And if I succeed, then I succeed. But you may not know how you're going to take that action forward, but you know that it's going to be towards love. You know that it's going to be towards things that they're going to fulfill your heart space, that are going to make you feel better about who you are instead of the things that are pulling you down. So let's clarify the voyage. Whoa, I don't know if you guys could see that on the camera or not. Temperance. So as you're moving away from this, you know, you're trying to find emotional balance, but we've got the Nine of Swords there, the Tower. It's like this is just coming. Things are flipping, literally flipping out of the deck. And Queen of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Again, there's that anxiety attached to the idea of like, how is this going to work out? How is this going to balance out? Like, I want to be in this stable energy. And the thing of it is I feel like you really do know when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your stability, you've carried the brunt of this for a very, very long time. And maybe having that situation where you had somebody in your life to have them to do it with it felt good to have that, right? To not do it alone per se. But also understanding that you're very capable on your own. And you're stepping into that power, leaving this fuck shit behind. Like, we're not going to do this anymore. So, you know your value, you know your worth. Live in that truth. Live in that for yourself because you're deserving of that. This is going to be a very empowering month for you, I feel like. And I like that. I'm sorry that things are, you know, shitty on the opposite end, but again, it's the experience and the lessons that we take with us. Let's clarify the now, please, Spirit. Let's clarify now. Oof. I'm falling on the floor, guys. Give me a quick second. And speaking of lessons, like, you do know, like, you've got the Seven of Cups in reverse, Page of Wands. Like, it's also understanding, like, you may be confused on how you're going to go forward in this, but you're also clear knowing that there's promise. Yeah, promises of a new beginning. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. There are promises of new beginnings, and Nine of Cups on the bottom of that. Like, you're going to get to your happiness. You're going to get to your wish fulfillment. It may be very confusing right now, extra confusing, and for some of you may be coming out of that space of doubt. And again, High Priestess there. You just don't know, right? Like, there's a higher knowing that it's going to be fine, and there's the unknown aspects of her as well that's just not very sure in how this is going to take place. But again, putting trust and faith and that it's going to work out for your better. Let's clarify Fortune in the reverse. Fortune in the reverse. Devil in the reverse. Capricorn energy. What else we got on the board? Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, lot of scorpionic energy in the beginning there. Let's see. Two of Wands, yeah. Out of the indecision, out of the codependency, you're just forging forward. More pentacles on the board, like Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords behind that, like Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. I'm healing through this Eight of Cups. I'm walking away from this bullshit. Like, it will balance itself out. Aha. You're finding something. You're just, all of a sudden, it's like, you're just finding all the right pieces, all the right things. It's like you're playing like alchemist, where there we go. Sorry, guys. Where you're just kind of taking a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and understanding that the past is not going to hold you back anymore. Where you're making the decisions that, if you were dealing with liars, cheaters, manipulators, people who didn't pull their weight, where you were bearing the burden, whatever the situation may have been, again, whether it was work or love, like, it's just not going to be a thing in the future for you anymore. Like, you've put in your time. You've done was it 20 years came out in the beginning? Or whatever, it doesn't have to be 20 years. But it could, you've done that time, and you're not doing it anymore. All right, let's clarify liberation. Then I'm going to get you guys some advice, and then we're going to wrap this up. Six of Wands, victory, success, moving forward, going ahead. Ace of Swords, I'm telling you guys, whatever you're doing, hot damn, Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords underneath that. You're willing, you're getting very clear about where it is that you are. Again, this new beginning is taking place for you. You've got the clarity behind the situation. And you're going to have to, I feel like you're holding on to the heartbreak of the situation. And it may take you some time to reconcile your emotional feelings to this, but you also know that you've got enough love to give, that anybody who's not giving that love back to you, that doesn't work for you. It's no longer emotionally fulfilling for you. And that fulfillment card was back in the beginning, feeling invisible, like all of your needs were not being met. Like, the love that you desire, the things that are important to you, they're just not there. They're just not there at all. And it's like, I can't do this anymore. And if I've got to suffice some pain and deal with that, but Nine of Wands, like, how am I going to heal this heartbreak? You will. It's not going to happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's going to take some time for you to navigate this heartbreak, this loss. Because I feel like, we don't enter a work relationship, we don't enter a relationship or a marriage or a commitment with the idea that we're ever going to leave it. We don't ever want to leave it. But there does come a point where it doesn't serve us anymore. People change, they grow apart, work, bosses change, there's turnovers, there's all these various things. So yeah, there is always going to be a disappointment or a loss in that sense of the expectation that we had tied to work or love or whatever this is for you. But it may seem really hard right now, but it will get easier. So make sure that you're addressing the emotion that comes along with it. And I know some days you may hate it, other days you may love it. It really does vary, but take it for what it is and understand that the pain is just part of the process, right? Like, nothing is ever gained. Someone said to me not long ago, they're like, I realized you can't have hate without love, and I encourage everybody not to hate anything. You can feel some kind of way, obviously, but don't hate it. Be thankful for the experience that took you there. So, this card just happened. I knocked it over. Discovering happiness. And I'm going to read it to you. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. Discovering happiness. You will discover happiness again. You will be happy again. You will find the joy, elsewhere. But yeah, when you've invested yourself for a prolonged period of time, of course, there's going to be disappointments that come along with that when moving on and moving forward. Somebody's mowing the grass. All right, guys, let's get you some advice. Woo! too many. And then we're gonna wrap it up. If you guys found that this video resonates with you, please hit that like button. Again, you can subscribe to the channel, which helps support the channel in various ways, and you're gonna get a notification every time a new video comes out. All right, defend to the end the worthwhile. Yeah, there's pain attached to that, and understand that the insight and the wisdom that you've gained over that period of time, her nose is sticking out very prominently to me, but to me that is like knowing, is how it comes across. Knowing that you've gained insight, you've gained wisdom. Some of you may feel like you've really aged, like this situation has aged you to some extent, but you'll find that lighthearted happiness within you again. It will come back around. She feels, she knows. Yeah, you're probably feeling pretty beat up, probably pretty tired, and the heartbreak attached to that is knowing that you're going to step out on this new journey probably by yourself, you know. So it's like, it may feel lonely for a little while, but know that there's always support around you. That journey, you know, but again, there's this hope, this optimism, that fun-loving side of Gemini that is like, I don't know where this is going to go, but I'm curious to see. But in the same sense, you're also dealing with that pain, those two sides to Gemini, right? So the one side of you is really trying to understand the loss and the pain and grieve through the process. The other side of you is super excited to, you know, just check out and be curious as to what's to come behind that. So there may be days that you feel really empowered and other days you feel really low, but I really do think September is going to be so empowering to understand your self-worth and to know that you are very capable, regardless of what anyone has said or done it to you or, you know, around you in the past. Really, really letting that go. So I like it for you, Gemini. Things are changing, things are shifting, and you're standing your ground. And that's a good thing. You're fully aware, like, take your sorry ass and go, right? Take your sorry ass and go. Exactly, yeah. You've got tons of support, divine support, loving you and guiding you through this. You've got it. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a great September. I hope it's good to you. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know how this video resonated for you. I'm wishing you all nothing but love and light. See ya.